Hello everyone, welcome back to NAS Pedia, and today I want to introduce the QmailAgent, which is a QPKG or application in the QTS from the QNAP NAS with the latest QTS, and to make use of it to centrally manage multiple email accounts and more. And it has some more advantages that I'll be talking shortly about it in later and explain it in more details and how we can take advantage of it. So let's introduce the QmailAgent for today, and I will quickly move to the slides, from the slides to the video, and show you the video demonstration of what the QmailAgent can do, what it is, and how we can use it, and also provide you a user interface later on. So before I move on, this is from the qnap.com official webpage, a description of the QmailAgent ecosystem and what is its use and why should we use it. For example, say you have different or multiple accounts, email accounts, and you want to have it all in one place. It's easier to manage it from a central point and also use the advantages of the QNAP NAS, such as the backup, and manage it from several different platforms. And if you want to know more details about it, you can quickly go through the website and have a shorter or a clear introduction to the QmailAgent. So I'll move on to the next stop, which would be describing some of its advantages, such as the central management. As I mentioned, you saw in the middle of it the QNAP NAS for backup and management from different multiple platforms for multiple email accounts. And also you can have direct review of the emails and make use of the QSearch, which is the powerful search engine provided by QNAP, and you can integrate it with the storage and all the details that you have, and more so you can actually search for the content of the email with QSearch. And also it is a quick solution and an ultimate solution for large backup, and once you back up those emails you can encrypt them as well. And another advantage that I want to mention is the single IP address, where you can have it from the NAS, from the QNAP NAS. Say you're using Gmail and you want to access your emails from a place that you're traveling, which Gmail is kind of banned, and instead of using VPN services, you can directly use a QmailAgent, and it works perfectly fine from different locations. And also is the advantage of using from the single IP, so your email IP cannot be tracked, and so on and so on. It has multiple advantages of it. So how to set up the account and furthermore all the detailed steps, I'll quickly move to the QTS on the QNAP NAS and see how we can make use of the QmailAgent. So let me go here. I log into my NAS, and this is the QTS, the latest one, 441, that we have here. And if you don't have QmailAgent installed already, you can find it so from the App Center here, where you just simply search for QmailAgent and you quickly install it in your NAS. So I'll go and open it here and log in with my username. This is from the QmailAgent username from the NAS, but you have to set up an account. So you land in the greeting page, so it explains you the advantage of the central for your private cloud, the mailroom for the private cloud, as I was explaining earlier. And it uses Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo, or any other IMAP mailbox service. So if it's running on an IMAP server, you can actually make use from the QmailAgent, and you can set multiple accounts as mentioned. You can back up your emails to high capacity NAS, integrated with CloudLink and QContacts. And important to integrate it with CloudLink, we will talk also about this one later, as every email has limitation on the file size that you're sending. Therefore, with CloudLink you can use to upload the files and send any large size files to the recipient. Therefore, First step would be to select an email provider, say iCloud, Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, QQ, and some other ones, or any other IMAP server. So if you have, if you know the information, enter the account information, you can just simply add it here and make use of it. But this time I will simply go with Gmail by default, as this would be mine, and say choose a display name and provide my email address. Alright, this is from the company. And the next, the third step would actually be authorizing the account access by clicking the Google authorization here, or authenticated with the browser station where you have to go. And if you want to know more details of how, just simply click here. I'll simply go with the Google authorization here. It will open a new tab and direct you to choose the account that you're willing to grant access to QmailAgent, and allow it, and it tells you here that it has been authenticated. Alright, I'm going to simply add it while I wait for it. Alright, and it is the greeting window of the QmailAgent telling us to, let me make this larger. Alright, telling us to welcome to QmailAgent, thank you for using. So this is some short introduction about how to add the email, how to add another email account, central management, attach the NAS files, and you make use of the cloud link and also the Q contacts. Alright, so in the meantime, this is integrating the QmailAgent, and it will perform the task in the background. As you can see here, it is it is retrieving the information and the emails from my current email, and this might take a while for now, but we can continue on and explore the application itself. So we will quickly give you an overview of the QmailAgent, the user interface. We will look at the menus and some of the settings that we have here. Therefore, I will just see what we can do in more details after a while, after we check it here. All right. So let me make this one like this. Okay. All right. Check the menu we have on the left hand side here. We have the regular email features like the inbox, drafts, send, spam, trash, and all the Gmail features listed on the left hand side, while we have a folder here, the standard or the standard view or the group senders. If you're willing and if you're working in a company that you have to send multiple recipients, we have to send it's the same email, this would be a good way to use it. And also to view, for example, the incoming emails, if it's being from a group of people that were CC'd or used, sent to a group of people, you can see the emails income, or the ones that you sent, or you want to see the sent one only by clicking over it, and only incoming or the CC'd ones, and so on. So, and also you have all the information. You have the search bar over here, so you say you search for someone, all right, and you can see the recipients that the emails were incoming from, and it tells you like how many sent and how many received here. So the 0, for example, is incoming now, but sent 1, and so on. Okay, so now that we have here, the background task is almost done. And now that we have here, we can see that the main part is the body here is the emails that I have in my current email. And you can also select it and see all emails, the current page, unread messages, flagged ones, inverted. And also you can adjust the viewing screen or the UI for your email, and the one that I kind of prefer would be this one, preview panel on the side, which is, it's really easy to read emails and quickly navigate over them. But this is a matter of preference, and or you can have review panel on the bottom, or hide the preview panel and leave it as it is, and you can just open it with a simple click and go back and so on. Another thing is that you have the refresh page, and it automatically refreshes the QmailAgent. It refreshes by itself, so you can have the latest emails, updates if you have received any new email recently, or you can simply click create a new message here or compose a message. Either way is fine, works. And also we have the bar here with the QSearch integrated, as I mentioned earlier, and you can actually use it to search for it and do some deep searching within the emails, or you can use the app itself, which it has indexed all the files in the QTS, and search including the emails or everything with the emails or emails only, which we will see later. Or you can switch to basic search, which the basic search of the QmailAgent will focus on the basic searching algorithms of the emails, and doesn't have all the functionalities as the QSearch provides. However, we have the address book over here, and then you can have the personal address, you can add a contact, and you can see the people that you have been working, say, with, and you can make them in groups, add a group, add a contact. Simply click add a contact by the first name, last name, provide email address, phone, and the instant messaging type that you want to have the information on. Once you save it, and you can also create them as a group and manage them, centrally manage them from here, or either import and export these contacts in different forms, is the vCard format. All right, but I want to stop here at the settings for a while, as we want to set the preferences of the QmailAgent, and you can see the main options by the time zone, time format, and date format. And you can leave them as it is, but what is interesting and what we see is that the display mode, you can change it from the default mode. You can set a standard mode or the compact. Either one is all a matter of preference. That's why it's called the preferences. And let's try the compact one and see how it would look like. This would look like this. Actually, I like it more. Anyway. So I'll just leave it as default, even though I like the compact one. And you can see the refresh, it's every 1 minute. And you can actually set the timing from 1 hour to never 1 hour, 1 minute. So refresh check for new messages, so it will automatically do it every 1 minute. And you have the mailbox view, so you have the main options on request for return recipients, send the recipient to my contact, otherwise ask me. So these are all the tools that make your email experience much better. And then you have the main displaying options, so open message in a new window, or you want to see it from the current window, show email address with the display name, or display HTML. Display remote inline messages, never known from sender, always by default. Display attached images below the message, so if there are images attached with the email, they can also show it below the message if you want to have it so, or just leave it there, because they are usually sometimes they are also signatures, and then it might confuse you, so it's better to know which file of image you're opening, so that's why we won't leave it there to show below the message. Or after the message delete, move, display the next message. And then you have the advanced options where you can set default character set, and depending on which standard you're using, we'll leave as it is, UTF-8 Unicode. And then the settings on the preferences of composing a message, composing a new message, sending a new message. So you compose it always on HTML, automatically save a draft of it every 5 minutes, and set the preferences on requesting delivery status, notifications. When replying, start a new message above the quote, or leave them changing the other options. So you have signature options, you have the spell check options, check spelling before sending message. I think this is very useful, so I would use it, because say you're sending a important message, important email, it's better to do some spell check before, and you can set other stuff as you want. Attachment names, and then you have the address book, as mentioned earlier, from address book, and then you can also set the preferences how you want to list the contact by the name, by the first name, surname, and how many rows per page. Special folders, so you can create or show names of the special folders, so you can actually manage the folders here from here, but we will see that. And then what is important is the security settings. So for the login, always require a password, but this one, if you are in control of your NAS, this is not really needed. But if you are sharing the NAS with other people, maybe you would want to require a password for it, and set the enable email encryption. So the encryption, some additional resources, as we see here, and you can say enter the characters and so on, but I will skip that one for now. And also we have the options on share links, so we can create a share link, and to do so you have to go through the cloud link and make sure cloud link is enabled, or you already have registered and connected it, so you can make use of this one. And we will see why is it important, as we will make use of these options here, or known as the smart share, that we will use later on. And also you can set the notification settings and new mails, warning messages, or error messages. So say I don't want to hear about the warning messages, or simply ignore those, I'll just uncheck them and then get notifications only on new emails. Or also set the push notifications and browser pair them. Alright, let's check the folders. The folders, you can actually create a new folder by the folder name, say ID, and you can either set a parent folder or just leave it there as a new, say, main folder. So ID, I would rather use it under accounts. Makes sense, right? And then just save it. Alright, successfully created. And yeah, let's see if we have it here. Oh yeah, under accounts, and then we created a new folder, which is quite understandable. And then we have also identities, and creating new identities. So under ID, I already have one, which I created earlier. And then you can set a signature. Yeah. Signature, QmailAgent, and you can save it, and then this can be your ID with the signature and everything. And you can either add a new identity again or delete the current one. All right. And then you can also move at the responses tab, add a response, and you can name, ID, and then you can use a text, and then use them later on for email management purposes. So that's it about the settings part. But before I move on, I want to show you that we can have multiple accounts, and this is one account that I added, but at the same time I can add one more, following the same steps as we did in the beginning. But now I'll just use a different email address, say, alright, this email address, and what was my password? Okay. Display name, email address, password, and you should be able to have two different accounts on QmailAgent and by two different email service providers, as I have here, display name. But you can also manage the storage location settings. By this one, it means that the QmailAgent does a backup of your emails, and where do you store these? You can change the path in the file for the file station. So primary location, we have folder name QmailAgent, which is from the file station. We will see later on and about more details about it. So you can change the storage location settings here. You can change or add a new one. I'll leave it as it is and save it, because right now we want to see they switch between two different accounts. Alright, let's go back to the email, and in the meantime, while this was the previous email, now I want to check the one that I just integrated it with the QmailAgent, and I can manage both emails from one interface, which it will make my life much easier if I am to have one personal email and one working email. And it will be, no matter where you are, from one single device you can have the access to both of it, and no matter where you are, either allowed or not to access Gmail, you can, because the QNAP NAS can be placed at your home or office, say, for example. And then yeah, we have here, but let me go back to this email, as this one looks more promising. And now that we've seen the account settings, this was the account settings. We saw all the settings to set up for the QmailAgent email address integration and so on. Now we want to move and see in more detail some more advanced features and some quick backups that we see from the file station and how we can access them, and later on maybe see how to use send an email and make use and navigate through the email itself. Alright, so for the quick backup part, I mean, let's go in the file station. Alright, here. As we see here, for example, instant, we have the emails and the backup emails, and we know which ones are here. And then if you want to read more, it says as a note here, QmailAgent automatically backs up your mails from the mail server to the NAS when you log on to QTS. Therefore, go to the QmailAgent and the file station folder here and say, this is my email, and mail 2019, and let's say this should be the month, if I'm not wrong. Okay, this one of the emails, and once you open one of the emails here, you can double click on it and open and read the email. This is the QmailAgent notes reader, and see that I had some message and I got an email for that. And also you can make use of the file station advantages, so like you can open with QmailAgent, download it in your computer, or encrypt the email here in the file station, so no one will be able to open that email with a backup email in your NAS unless it is encrypted, decrypted with the right password that you're giving. So let's see, let's try to do that. Rename, okay. So you see it is encrypted, and if someone is trying to open it or download it, you see is the QENC file. To open it after has to decrypt it. Alright, so you see is the QENC file, encrypted emails, protect maximum privacy. This is a very good solution and a good way to back up all your emails once you do that. Alright, and another important feature that I want to talk about today is QSearch. As we know, QSearch is the app itself integrated in the QTS, but it actually, how to say, indexes almost all the apps where there is content and can be accessed in the QTS, which provides you a solution to search and find whatever you need much faster. And for that, QSearch, it is built and has a certain category for emails itself, including QmailAgent, and then we will see and search for certain stuff how this works. All right, so let me go on here and get my QSearch. All right, where's QSearch here? All right, and then this is how QSearch looks like, but I want to narrow it down only for emails, and then this is the emails, the suggestions that the QSearch found through Open with QmailAgent. You see, it's through QmailAgent, or I can search for certain words and see what it finds. All right, I found this one, Byzantine, and let's see what is this. Open it with QmailAgent, or open it here, download it, the EML file, or you open it here or here. So I'll open it with QmailAgent here, and let's see what it has been searching on. So not only that it is searching the QSearch, but also does the content search, as you see, and it is a PDF file, and it managed to see and also understand what I'm exactly looking for. So it says here, it has the red word, so it has done really good job actually on it. Or let's find something else to search on. Let's see what is here. XP, we need you. Going through my emails. All right, guide NAS 17. All right, let's see, guide NAS. All right here, I got 2 emails with that, or is it the same one? It's the same one, but you see it's very effective, making use of the QSearch, and it will tell you find really fast the email address that you're looking for. It is convenient, it is fast, it is powerful, it integrates with all the emails and all the email accounts that you have in the QmailAgent. To make use of it, it is very flexible and also very user-friendly, as to say. And also I want to see the part with the cloud link to simply compose an email, and while sending an email to, say, let me send to my other email address that I integrated it here. Say, okay, demo test T, and this is actually very good, user friendly. You can drag it here, or just leave it here and increase it in size, and send a message and attach a file from NAS or from your computer. I say I want to attach a file from the NAS, but the attach file options is that the attachment is or has to be 10 megabytes or lower. So what we do when we have something that is much larger inside the NAS, say we have 18 megabytes of this one, yeah, well, we use the share link which says unlimited here. So that's why you need to enable the cloud link. Upload a video demo, okay, and then we have to choose our file source, which is the Smart Share using the cloud link or any other cloud provider that we have here. But our ultimate choice is the Smart Share, as it has also the SSL encryption. And simply click OK and press send. And this is how you send it. And once you send it, it should receive the email like this, and you click over it and it will directly send you to my QNAP cloud link, the share link that you shared with the recipient. And you see the process, and you'll be able to preview it on the cloud here or download it. So either preview it if you're not sure, and then download it, and the video should play here in no time. Yeah. And yeah, so this is the QNAP cloud and sending an email with a large size from QmailAgent. And yeah, and also this is how the QmailAgent looks like. And if you have more questions about it, if you want to know more about it, you go to the help button here, and it will give you also some of the informations on settings, email, address book, and so on and so on. Or you simply contact our tech support team. They will be willing to reply to you in no time. So yeah, I guess this is it for today with the QmailAgent, to centrally manage multiple email accounts, to have one place with several email addresses, to have one single IP to access it and manage it from different devices, and make the best use of it. Thank you everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.